Hiya naman kayo sa inyong kapwa Pilipino.
Binastos pa nila ako.
What is the law and what
Pakinggan ng proceeds of the illegal drug trade ng Duterte.
The law enforcement, the highest law enforcement official being head of PNP. Yeah. Now you're hiding this scoundrel, this fugitive.
Remember po nung Uniteam noong 2022, we all know na halos lahat yata ng political alliances, maliban sa Pinklaw at saka Dilawan, lahat po talaga tumalon doon sa bandwagon ng Uniteam eh. My question to you is this, do you think na kung tatakbo po by 2028 talagang guarantee na tatakbo si VP Sara, do you think na ma-accumulate pa rin under the banner of VP Sara on her presidency yung alliance?
No.
Hindi
Of course
na.
not. No. Hell no. Gusto mo palagyan ko ng hell? No. Hell. Nada. Okay?
Mm.
During that time, you could just imagine, loyalist ang hindi na what's this? Nagre-register na to vote
Mm.
si President Marcos. Bakit reconnecting? Talagang yung mga loyalistang natutulog na gising.
Mhm.
Ina-underestimate nila ang loyalista eh. Kasi ang loyalista tahimik. Pareho nung leader nila. Tahimik lang. You know? Tapos, sabihin nila, kasi nung midterm, mga matatandang loyalista, tanungin mo pa dyan sa ibang loyalista, bumoto pa rin kay Aimee.
Mm.
Kasi, can you imagine, I told my mom, hey mom, Philippine siya, my mom, don't vote for Aimee. Magpapakyo din naman ako sa inyo eh.
Mhm.
She's still a Marcos. Ganon ka. Bakit kayo, hindi ba kayo nag-aaway kayo magkakapatid? It's always, hindi mo pwedeng mabigyan ng ibang rason because basta sabihin mo na, okay, respect, okay. Pero ngayon hindi mga kilala ako talaga dito na pro-Sara. Pero hopefully, makikita ninyo, okay, si Sara, yun ang kanilang sabing, so what? It's not the ganda that we're after for. First and foremost, wag na lang let's put aside the yung kanyang speech problem. Let's put that aside, okay? Let's put that aside. She cannot even construct a sentence. She doesn't know what's a subject and a predicate. Okay? Let's put that aside kasi matutunan naman yan eh while nandiyan na siya sa pwesto. Let's consider the fact na abusado siya. Let's consider the fact that he's got something mentally. Bakit siya nagme-meltdown? If you will want to be the presidente hindi nagme-meltdown. And see, ano pang ginawa niya? She even threatened. She even contacted an assassin. Okay, i-erase natin yon. She contacted a person to kill the president, the first lady. And then after that, ang sabi pa niya and then somebody will knock on your door. Come on. You know?
Ang nagiging issue kasi ang nagiging problema kasi I think sa politics nowadays, parang sumobra yung pag-abuso sa freedom of speech and expression. Yes, I understand that the freedom of expressing one's opinion covers din yung kahit na maopindi mo yung isang tao kasi kasama yon sa freedom of your expression. But the problem is, there are times that we are over-exaggerating things to a point that you're actually inciting to hurt someone physically or emotionally. Dahil gusto mo siyang sabihin eh. Nagiging over... Napapansin ko.
But I'm not going to give that credit to the vice president. He
Mhm.
has really something. She has a problem of his mental capacity. Melting down in front of the public. Melting down na, first sabi niya, gusto ko bang gilitan ng liig ba?
Mm.
That's fucking shit. A vice president on TV, press conference, with all the actions, and it's just because of that, sabi niya,